Estadio Jose Alvalade, the home of Sporting Lisbon, hosts Manchester City against Lyon tonight. 17 years ago, Manchester United played in the first match there. And Rio was involved that night, weren't you? And up against some young Portuguese lad that did quite well.
Yeah, I don't think he fulfilled his potential, Cristiano.
It was Ronaldo.
Yeah, Cristiano. He started there, and we arrived there from coming back from America on tour. This was the last leg. Everyone was knackered, jet lagged, etc. We got asked to play in it late, and then we obviously got there, opened the stadium, and then we came off that pitch. And anyone who didn't know about Cristiano Ronaldo before we got there definitely did by the time we left.
Had you heard rumours that he was tasty before the game, or was it?
When we got to the stadium in pre-season, I mean, in the pre-match warm-up, people started. It kind of got around, and people were saying, "Oh, that kid there, he's meant to be a superstar." Bearing in mind, we'd missed out on signing Ronaldinho as well that summer, so we were still on the search for a superstar to come. We didn't see it in the form of a young teenager, but by the time the game finished, I mean, all the players were sitting there saying to the manager, like, "When are we going to get him?" And we were sat on the coach after. Where are we going? Delay an hour? Want to get home after a big tour? And the manager and the chief executive, David Gill, at the time, were upstairs trying to do a deal to sign him. So
straight in.
Got in straight away. Great recruitment.
It was pretty good. He did all right. He did all right, that's for sure. Well, no Cristiano Ronaldo tonight. Lyon saw to that, but Steve McManaman has made it, and he's with Des Kelly.
Yeah, I think that's a fair swap. You'd be my first choice anytime if I was given a decision to make.
I wouldn't be my first choice, I tell you that.
Well, Lyon saw off Juventus with a real backs-to-the-wall performance. And a 3-5-2 became a 5-3-2. Yep. And that's either way, it was a wall. So Manchester City are going to have to find a way through it or around it. Maybe that's why Pep's being a little bit cagey with his formation tonight.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, Manchester City have been in such good form, so many attacking options. I don't think it's much of a muchness, to be honest. They started against Real Madrid, slightly different, changed it at half-time, put Jesus on the left into the middle. So they're quite flexible. The good thing about them is that they have got goals all over the team, haven't they?
The fact that Lyon have played only 2 competitive games since France went into lockdown on March the 17th, 5 months ago, that must give City a huge edge. They must be sharper.
You would think so. People might say Lyon, fresher. I certainly just look at the two sides, look at how they finished in the particular leagues. I know, of course, the French league finished a long time ago, but Lyon finished 7th. And when you go through all the stats and when you go through all the plays, it just jumps out at me. Not the fact that Lyon might be fresher or might be a little bit more stale because they haven't played football. It's just that Manchester City squad is infinitely much better. And I just think it's all about Manchester City, regardless of how Lyon defend. If Manchester City are at it tonight and mentally strong, because of course we know in previous seasons they've gone out to this type of stage. If they're mentally strong and play with the mindset they did against Real Madrid, I can't see anything but a victory for them.
With David Silva and Phil Foden on the bench. But let's talk about Memphis Depay.
Yeah.
He's got 43 goals for Lyon. He's got 47 tattoos at the last count. I mean, he exhibits himself as a brash extrovert, but it's more complicated than that. He got lost at Manchester United, but here he feels like he's the main man.
I think that's what it is. I think it's just a little bit of love, isn't it? Arm round his shoulder, a bit more experience, and more importantly, he's grown up as a footballer. We've all seen these superstars at the age of 20, 21, 22. One of them's on playing for Manchester City, Kevin De Bruyne. When he was at Chelsea, looked a little bit lost, had to go somewhere else and grow physically and grow as a footballer, and he's come back an absolute superstar. And I think that's what Memphis Depay is at Lyon. Whether he can do it tonight is another thing, but it's certainly good when a player comes through adversity and rises again.
Well, one player has been assigned to stop Lyon's attacking threat is Aymeric Laporte, and I caught up with the City defender yesterday.
And Lyon reach out and touch the corner. The final.
What have you made of the tournament so far? Has the message been beware of the underdog?
Yeah, we see the small teams doing very well. Every team is dangerous. We have to stay focused. Is the most important for us.
It's quite difficult to guess a Pep Guardiola team, but one thing that is constant, if you're fit, he tends to choose you. It's a lot of faith and a lot of responsibility for you as well.
Yeah, of course. When you play, is always responsibility, but I like the pressure. I'm happy with that.
And here's the chance, and it's tucked away by Raheem Sterling.
Is the way you dealt with Real Madrid, did that fill everybody with confidence?
Yeah, we are confident because we know we are a great team.
Oh, it's a brilliant finish! this by Gabriel Jesus.
We have great players and we have one of the best managers in the world. It's important to us to prove what we can do and how far we can go.
And it's Tottenham Hotspur who go to the last four. But the looks on the faces of the Manchester City players tell you absolutely everything.
And this is the trophy that's escaped Manchester City in recent years. Is it a bit of unfinished business?
Yeah, of course. We want to win this trophy. It's a very important trophy for all players. But maybe it's more difficult because this year is one game. But I don't want any excuse. We will fight until the end.
He's the sort of defender you'd be happy to play behind.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. He's got the lot. During the end of my City career, when I was moving around on loans, I did a few pre-seasons with him, and I did a pre-season with him. And I was just telling Rio, and see yourself how well, I've never seen anyone pass the ball on the back like he does with such precision. He's got so much belief in what